Righto, welcome back to the last of the 2017 Heads Up show for the year, and it's been a year of ups and downs. And as a punter, we know we have more downs than ups. And but last week we finished at Awapuni, good day of racing in Ellerslie with Authentic Paddy. Money Shot, you were down at Awapuni last week. Did you finish on a good note yourself there?
No, I'd be fair to say not really, Neil. Too many seconds for my liking. Horses like Ting Lee and Scapolo and something else ran second early in the day, but that was the way it goes. But Clarify winning the Manawatu Cup was a pretty good performance. We kind of didn't exactly talk it up, did we, in our preview last week, but he proved us wrong well and truly and out-toughed them. Certainly the speed of the race set it up for the back markers, and he was the toughest stayer on the day, and he's in again on Monday at Ellerslie.
He certainly is in that Dunstan feat, 60 kgs. He's got to be a good chance, doesn't he, going back to back? And yeah, crikey, he's a good horse. I see Jake Bayliss. I think there's Jake Bayliss right here. I'll check that later on, but I think he is. And then that weight for age race, we weren't too happy with the price on the one of Splurge. Both Ken on Scapolo, and almost got up for us, but just got a bit too far back.
Yeah, the Magic Man didn't quite let the handbrake off in time, but I think the winner was travelling a bit too well anyway. So, yeah, Regan Bayliss is on Clarify in the Dunstan Stayers. But there was an impressive 2-year-old, I thought, that Sword of Osman, that won the third race at Awapuni on Saturday. He'll be headed, no doubt, to the Karaka Million. And Tiaki certainly got a strong showing with 4 or 5 likely contenders in that. So we'll probably know more after, again, on Monday with the Eclipse Stakes, maybe sorting a few out, the men from the boys sort of thing.
Yeah, no, it was... he was a nice horse. I heard Tony Lee say something on 4,000 at 420 or something. So it was a low stress collect for them. Good on them. And just going back to that big race there, just looking at the odds here, I haven't had a look at Blackthwaite. Gee, he's going well. $26 for the Wellington Cup, especially if there's a bit of rain around. I'd say you have a few dollars on him at $26 now, just in case. So.
Carried top weight of 60 from memory, wasn't it, last week?
Yep.
Fought on pretty well for sure.
Fast run race, big weight, and he's right on track for that race, especially if some rain comes, which can always happen there.
You'd have to say one of the fairy tale stories of the year would have been Authentic Paddy winning the Zabeel Classic on Boxing Day.
Yeah, one of our good mates at Tauranga Racecourse, Trudy Thornton, rode him to like a treat and just got away with Blue Murder, didn't she, in front? It was good to see her win that race. And
reminded me a bit of the day Sir Slick dominated from in front and excellent, couldn't quite catch him and flew home from the back. But hey, front runners, you make your own luck and you get your own way, and they all sat off her, and she was too strong. I thought at the 150 Lizzie Lamore was going to go past, but Paddy found a kick and got a deserved Group 1 success.
Yep, and I had Small Fortune going with on Lizzie Lamore. If she'd won, I'd have been very happy with the quaddies and a couple of multis with Contessa Vanessa, who won well in the previous race. Got a nice run and came through strong.
Made up for 2 very unlucky runs. If you go and watch the videos of the 1,000 Guineas and the Eulogy, and you're looking for horses to follow going forward, you would have put her down in your black book for sure on those 2 runs.
Yeah.
Didn't really get all favours and cleared pockets late and hit the line well. So I was at $22. It was nice money, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was good. And one of our listeners is part owner of that horse, Don. Congratulations, mate. It was a well-deserved
South Island Don.
Yeah, South Island Don, the golfer.
Oh, I know Don. Well done, Don.
Yeah, pretend golfer, but he's more of a tennis pro these days, but... good racing man, loves his horses, and good to see him get a good one. Going forward to the Oaks too, and he's sort of a relax and push button type of filly now, so you couldn't count around on that, so it'll be a good race. Rightio, we'll step on to the preview in a moment, part 2, in about 30 seconds time.
Well, listeners, part 2, where we preview a few of the upcoming races, and we'll couple at Taupo on Saturday, and then also a couple at Ellerslie on Monday. Neil, Taupo get a Saturday meeting this year, and their feature, or one of their features, is the Rating 75 Sprint Race 5 on the card, down to a field of 6. But there certainly looks like there's going to be plenty of pace in this race. You'd think with the likes of Straight Sets and Akoya going hell for leather up front, so maybe something sitting in behind to get over the top of them.
Yeah. Does sound like it's going to set up for that. And a horse like Chicane, number 5 Chicane, won its trial really well. Been a pretty smart horse in Tiptronic last campaign, and won fresh up before, so I think he's probably the one there at the weights. And Akoya won okay last start, but second up, and I don't know, it just didn't win all that convincingly for me to be a $3 chance. And Bruegel was unlucky last start too, but even though it's a small field, it's a tricky race. What are you keen on? Anything?
I'll stick with Chicane. Ran in some good races last year, and not too far away from Sweet Leader in the Cambridge Breeders when it drew the barrier 12, and I think she's a pretty promising filly or mare now. And Ross McCarroll, he doesn't have a big team, but every time his colours are on a horse, you need to pay attention. He's got a very good strike rate. So Chicane looks the one. I agree with you there, Neil. What about in the Cup, race 7? Again, just 8 horses. Pretty even field. Quintessentially come up favourite with the bookies. 310. I think you're keen on a CD rate today.
Yeah, Stephen Stills. It's a good run last start. He took it well at the start, and obviously the instructions were to go to the lead, and sort of was hunted out and eventually got to the lead and got a reasonable time up front, and fought on well for second, and ran a good fourth in a middle distance race in February this year. So it can stay all right, and I think it's drawn nicely, could lead, but it'd get a nice side run from that draw, you'd think, and I thought Stephen Stills was the way to go there, but it's a pretty even sort of field. Anything you're keen on there?
I'd say they'll be trying pretty hard with Stephen Stills. One of the part owners, no doubt, has a holiday home in Taupo, and he'll be there on the day wanting to win his local cup. So good luck to Mr. Gillespie with Stephen Stills, a long-time listener and subscriber, Neil. So hopefully it goes well for him. But yeah, Victory Drive, the informed Baker Forsman team, probably the main danger in my book to Stephen Stills.
Yep. Yeah, blinkers go on that horse too, and good tough horse. Good second last start, albeit in a small field, but blinkers go on. Nothing trivial. You can make a case for, if you like, quintessentially drops back in class. Raced a bit keenly last start, but no, it's one of those races you couldn't go silly on, but we'll be cheering for Stephen Stills.
Ellerslie on Monday, of course. Lots of black type and group races up for decision there, and we'll focus firstly on race 8, the Richhill Mile. And you'd have to say Love Affair was a tragedy beaten last start, and you'd say the form's been franked with Lizzie Lamore running second on Boxing Day, so she looks the obvious in the Richhill Mile. I don't know if you heard an interview, it might have been last Saturday or last Friday it was, with Murray Baker.
Yeah.
Des Coppins asked him what his best for the weekend was, and he just said Love Affair in the Richhill Mile. So he was getting in well and truly in advance, so obviously at the weights it looks throwing in really, doesn't it?
It does, she just got back, and you'd give her no chance from where she was. Even when she got out, I thought, third or fourth at best, but she just kept on coming. That was over a mile. What did she run? 33.41. Yeah, she's a really good mare, and I think at the weights, from that draw, the Justice League will go forward, and a few will go forward, and Ronk even a good race last start, but I think Love Affair. What do you reckon she'll open at? No odds up yet as we do this.
260.
260? Probably about right, but yeah, no, she should just win.
If Ronk could jump out of the barriers, there'd be a chance, and maybe drawn a bit wide, he can sort of work his way round near the front, but just got to learn to jump.
Yeah, if he did jump, he'd be the one to beat her, right? But No, and it's a good race, and the next race is probably a lot more interesting as far as chances go. But Start Wondering last year, I think you were keen on Start Wondering, weren't you, last year in the railway?
Oh, I can't really remember that far back, Neil. I know. Always liked the horse.
Yep.
He won it last year. I think he could win it again this year, even though he gets to carry clear top weight. He's just a super horse for mine. I think back to when he was in that form that day at Te Rapa, he smashed them first up and then repeated the dose over Cowie in the Group 1 after winning the railway. His first up effort was pretty solid, I thought, at Otaki, and he'll be cherry ripe for a big showing in the railway. But he has to give weight to some good horses, so it won't be easy. What about you? You must like something. You like something a bit further down the page?
Yeah, I do. I like Volpe Veloce. When I saw that draw, I didn't like it so much, but then I had a good look at the draws, and I saw Ferrando's drawn 11 just inside her, and he can begin well. He does stumble occasionally, but I think Matt Cameron will jump him out nicely, and I think Volpe Veloce could just get outside him, and as he goes forward and gets over to the rail, she could just get a nice drag across and get second outer. I could see, I can't see a heap of pace there. If he jumps, now we've got Melody Bell will go forward, Something Bane out wide, Box Lightning's out wide, and there's a few that'll just sort of drop and look to tuck in behind, so I think she can get across second outer or even tuck in 1-1. So I don't see it being an issue, that wide draw, as much as I initially thought, but I can feel a chocolate fish coming on.
Well, why not? You cleaned me up last weekend with Woodsman chopping All in Vogue in half in that race. So yeah, we'll go again. Start the new year. Start Wondering versus Volpe Veloce for the first chocolate fish of 2018.
Yep. No, okay, and the odds aren't out as we speak, so we can't really sort of tip anything out with confidence without seeing the prizes. Who do
you think they'll open favourite?
Let's have a look. I'll probably go Melody Bell, Start Wondering, Packing Eagle. It's just hard to say, isn't it? Sacred Star's drawn out wide, so he can't open favourite. Heroic Valor, maybe. Volpe Veloce, probably.
Yeah, I'd say Volpe will probably open favourite.
Yeah, four something.
Yep. Yep.
He might get
good racing though. Good depth in most of the fields at Ellerslie on Monday, so it should be a good day's racing.
Yeah, true, right. And the weather forecast looks okay, so that should be good. Okay, back with part 3, where I know you've got a nice little sports bet for us lined up. Okay, back with the sports preview, something a lot of us look forward to, and well, we've got no winter sports on at the moment with that dry weather around. Money Shot, you've got a nice bet lined up for us, but before we touch on that, the darts, how's Van Gerwen going? I know you got a bit of a fright the other day. But,
yeah, Gerwen Price, ex-rugby player, gave him a fright, but even not at his peak, he was still able to win 4-2, so he's into the quarterfinals against his countryman Raymond van Barneveld tomorrow morning. These two will have a pretty good game, but I just think over the longer format, first to 5 sets in the quarters, Van Gerwen should be too strong. And the second and third favourites, actually, of those who are left, Gary Anderson and Phil Taylor, play each other in a quarter final. So one of them will be going home tomorrow. So I still think if you back Van Gerwen, he's still $1.57. I think he still looks the winner for mine. He'll probably play Rob Cross in the semi-final. So all things being equal, he should be ready to go in that final come the 2nd of January. But the other sport taking centre stage at the moment is the cricket, the Big Bash. Right. Good games, good time of the night. You just have a cool beer in your hand and watch a bit of Big Bash. Go to bed just after midnight when it finishes. Tonight's game is the Renegades in Perth at Etihad Stadium. 2 unbeaten sides in the comp, so a lot on the line here. I just think the Renegades at home on their pitch, slightly slower than what the Scorchers are used to at the Wacker, and we talked them up last week, Neil, and they won again for us on Saturday night, so I think they can go 3 for 3 and dispose of the Scorchers tonight. 57, bit short $1.20 game, but I think it looks a winning price for mine. Just get on the Renegades tonight to beat the Scorchers.
Take it in a multi with Van Gerwen.
Yeah, and maybe Love Affair when those odds coming up.
That's right, yeah. Multi of the weekend. Well, a long weekend, yeah. Okay, that's great. Okay, we'll be back with the wrap-up in a moment.
The last segment of the year, ladies and gentlemen, where we wrap it all up with our brickbats, bouquets, multi-comp and other ramblings that we may have, Neil. And we'll start with the Punters Club, Tauranga On-Course Punters Club. I think you'll probably get a few takers wanting to have another crack at that.
Yeah, they'll be keen, all right. It was good last time. Everyone was happy, I think. Going away with $40 in their pockets for every $10. And next Tuesday they've got another one going. So big fields, a few maiden fields, but you never know your luck. If you want to get into it, subscribers or listeners, you can get into it by depositing into just a TAB account this time, because this time of year bank accounts, they're very slow getting the money through. So please only deposit into this TAB account number 63531 under Davis, and get that in by Monday night. That's New Year's Day night, the meeting being on Tuesday. So I'll post that anyway later on the website, so you can get into that. And okay, looking forward to that. Now,
it should be a good crowd on course, so it should be a good pull, and let's just hope the weather plays its part on the day.
Yep. And it's been a year of ups and downs, isn't it? A few good things happening, like stake money going up. But what was your highlight for the year?
I think the overall highlight from a racing point of view would be the premiership win for Chris Johnson, 20-something years since his first one, with all the trials and tribulations he's had in his life and his ups and downs, and to win a premiership from the South Island, no mean feat, and all the support and travelling he did to get that premiership, I think was well rewarded for all his efforts, and that would probably be my major feel-good story from a racing point of view. Probably the best equine performance New Zealand based. Obviously we won't mention Winx, she's on a different planet really, but I thought Bonnie Vale's win in the ATC Oaks was probably the most dominant sort of Group 1 winner New Zealand's produced in a while at that carnival, and so that would be my equine highlight, Bonnie Vale winning the Oaks in Sydney.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with her there. I still remember the bird's eye view of that race, where you could see her moving up and just exploding away, Winx-like in the last 200 metres to win that race. It was great to see.
Isn't it funny though, if you look back, Ginger Nuts ran fourth in a rating 65 race at Stratford on New Year's Eve. Bonnie Vale, I think she might have won one race by now, and just shows you with a bit of time, and 2 and 3 months can be a long time in the life of a racehorse, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, it's interesting. Ginger Nuts probably was my highlight racing wise. I was there on the day, and I really liked the horse to win that race. He looked really well before the race going down. I thought, well, crikey, this is his race to win, and he won really well. Went over and did well in Sydney as well. No luck, and at Melbourne, obviously we know what happened there, but that was a terrific Derby win, and probably the biggest thrill I got from racing all year was Ruby Amani's win for the Punters Club. Just
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, still fresh in the mind, and it's just when you're betting with other people's money, you want to do it, get the right thing done, don't you? So it was. I really enjoyed that. That was great. Okay. Other things, highlights for me, like stake money went up to minimum 10k, which is good to see, and the odds progression on the TAB website for the fixed odds, which is the opening price and the ups and downs from there, which is good to see. See the money trails, which is great.
Makes it easier than having to quickly have to try and scroll down, jot down all the opening odds as they come up, or take screenshots on your phone or whatever.
That's dead right. Yeah, it saves a lot of work. So wish list for next year. I've got a couple terminating picks.
Let me guess one of them.
Go on.
Jump out.
Yeah, jump out replays. We've got to have them. Crikey, Dick, it annoys me. This horse that won at where was it? Otaki a couple of weeks ago. Ipanema. Fraser, you could tell it went up the front. It was ticking along nicely, and I knew it when I jump out. I thought, if you could see that trial, that jump out beforehand, you could gauge for yourself how well it was going. So
the problem with that, you might have the film of the jump outs, but then how do you know the horses are what they say they are, Neil?
Well,
if it's not an official trial, you don't know what the weights are. Horses could be entered under different names.
Yeah.
Not saying that happens, but you never know. It's frustrating, I know. Frustrating. I think some clubs have tried to do a bit more for the punter, than at least publishing results now. That's a start.
Yeah. No, if I was running a club that had regular jump outs like Levin, it'd be one of my priorities to make sure each horse was identified.
You wouldn't be telling anyone, and you'd keep all the info to yourself.
Probably would too. Truth be known, but no, it just frustrates me from the punter's point of view. Anyway, no, it's been a good year, and we can't complain. We're lucky to
Hey, we're still alive.
That's right. Yeah, we can still punt above ground. It's always a plus.
We're still in relatively good health, so we can't complain about that.
Yeah. Right.
What about you're going to say something about the terminating pick sixes before I rudely interrupted?
Oh yeah, they just don't know why they don't have them more often. Like, they're full of 25k guaranteed pick sixes. Have no interest to me and most punters. If they were terminating even 20k, and you'd have a bet. You'd do the form. If you missed out, you'd have a bet in the quaddy or something else. It would increase turnover. Just don't know why they don't use it more often. There must be some reason. I'd love to know what it is, but can you think of one? I can't think of one. Is it tie-up money or something? Is it tie-up money so that people don't bet on other races? Maybe that's the only reason I can see why. But
yeah, I mean, I can't come up with an obvious reason. I have to say, Neil, and I think sometimes you got to mix it up a bit. You know, every so often you want to have throw a terminating one in there, so it keeps people interested. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I took a pick six myself. It's kind of once it kind of goes out of your mind. But if every few months or every few weeks, there's a big carrot, you'd be involved, wouldn't you?
No, definitely. End of the month, say. Just have a terminating $50,000, $100,000 pick six. I knew it was coming. Yeah. But, no. Okay. Last week, Ryan missed out on the multi-question bet. But this week, we've got a relatively easy question for people.
Yeah,
Soccer
we will. The Railway Handicap, or the Railway Stakes as it is now, one horse in the late 80s dominated this particular race, winning 3 Railway Handicaps in the late 80s and into the early 90s. Trained by the O'Sullivans, ridden by Lance O'Sullivan. Just want to know the name of that horse that won all those Railway Handicaps back in that time. Pretty easy question to finish the year with, I think, Neil.
Yep, too right. And text me on 027 352 6402 or formpro@formpro.co.nz by 9pm tonight, and that lucky person will get a bet tomorrow. Or you could postpone it till Monday if you'd like to. It's up to you if you win the bet. But good luck with that. Now we're getting towards the end, so thanks Money Shot for all your input this year. I know you're a busy man, and I'll certainly appreciate your time and putting into the heads up. And a lot of people enjoy it. I enjoy it, so thanks very much for that.
No worries, Neil. It was always a pleasure to be part of the show, and it's good to have a bit of a laugh and talk about different issues and try and find a winner or 3. And so does that mean I'm not sacked for next year?
No, not sacked.
Next year.
I will need your contract and your pay rate as well, so I might even add 10% to it.
If it doubles, that will be 00 is, hold on. Oh, no. I do it for free because I love doing it with you, Neil. It's all good.
That's great. No, thanks very much. And thanks also to David for doing the ratings. He does a terrific job. He's into it full time now, into the speed maps and ratings. And next year we've got some big things planned there. And hopefully...
When do you think they'll be rolled out, Neil? I'm interested.
Well, we did have a plan in place for mid-January. It's been postponed to mid-February for a trial, so hopefully it will happen then. So fingers crossed. Yeah. So, okay, everyone. hope you all have a really good weekend and enjoy the New Year's racing. Some great fairs, good punting there. Anything you want to mention, Money Chop, before we sign off?
Just be careful on the roads if you're travelling.
Yep.
Busy time on the roads, and you just take your time. Don't drive like a maniac, and make sure you get to your destination safely.
Yeah, and pull over and have a nap. A lot of people have killed themselves by not doing that, so I've been close to it sometimes and pulled over and had a nap, so best to get there late, or alive and late, rather than dead on time. Okay, well, have a good weekend, good punting, and we'll catch you up next year.